Let's check my volume here. Yeah, all right. Okay, we're going live with Flex versus GGM. I know we're a bit behind on cast here, so I think I can knock out this one. All right, and let me get my thing open on my phone here. Oh, that's not it. Okay, and these games have obviously already been played, so we can go ahead and get right into it. Let's go ahead and look at the draft for game one. Let's see here. We'll shift B. Okay, some of these graphics aren't loading correctly, but that's okay. Looks like we got the gist of who picked what. Let's see. Smolder, Gragas, Udyr bans for Team GGM. None of those are surprising. I know Zesty Queso likes Gragas a lot. I should always ban that against him. And some Zac and Iron bans too. That's interesting. And then in the case of Flex, you have Rumble, Varus, and Graves bans. Graves bans is obviously very Pyroan, which makes sense. And then Cho'Gath and Vayne bans. It's very interesting. I'm not sure why they elected to ban those in particular, but alright. Senna, Ornn, Karma mid, Brand jungle for Pyroan, and Tristana. Oh, this is interesting. Is this Tristana top for Pat Jones again? I believe it must be. I don't know who else it would pick for top. I know that this is very effective. You can weak side top with this, and it's very safe. And if your lane ever leaves lane, you just destroy towers in 3 seconds. So he's going to be AFK side, pushing side lane the entire game, basically, in order to keep Zesty Queso, or I guess whoever it is they have top laning, try to keep him contained to top lane, which is a smart strategy. Kaisa Blitz bot lane for Flex. An RA mid with a Morgana support for GGM. And finally, a Vi last pick for Flex. Vi jungle, I assume. Alright. We can go ahead and get loaded into the game here. Let me... Okay. Let's go ahead and switch over to the overlay. Perfect. Alright. And the bot lane for GGM is going double support items. I don't know if they know this has been nerfed really hard. Although, actually, wait, interesting. It's Brand support and Morgana jungle? Okay. I did not see that one coming. Okay. Interesting. I wonder if that's on purpose. Like, I mean, it must be, right? It has to be on purpose. There's no way they did that on accident. But that's a very strange choice. Okay. Let me just move stuff around here. Probably could have done that more efficiently, but whatever. Looks like both teams are kind of just content to chill level 1. I did turn up the audio volume for my mic a little bit compared to last stream, so I know it's been consistently a little too low. And it looks like Flex might be kind of waiting for something here. And Flex confuses me. They move guys around constantly. I have no idea what any of them are going to be playing at any given time. Looks like you've got Reese on ADC this time. And Zesty Queso on support. That's very interesting. Looks like they decided to invade because they stood there waiting for a long time. And they decided, heck with it, we're going to invade your jungle. No, they did get seen by this ward. So it looks like, yeah, Pyroan's going to go ahead and Pyroan's going to go ahead and start their top side because he saw that. It looks like both junglers are going to start the opposite jungler's side this time around. Yeah, Morgana jungle. I'm very interested to see how that plan pans out. Interesting. Is Pyroan going straight for Vi's blue, or is he going for a gank on this mid lane? He's going to go for a gank on this Karma. Yeah, he is. Unfortunately, I think Karma's just a little too fast. Can't really gank. Plus, he's going to have Vi coming in here to counter gank in just a second. So he's going to have to be careful. He might get caught out here. Yep. Looks like Vi is able to get on the Morgana. She doesn't have Black Shield yet. Although she does have red buff. So he's going to be able to force the Vi to back off here. Some level 2. Very unusual jungle pathing for both junglers, obviously. Morgana will go ahead and go through Raptors. Ooh. It looks like, I assume Blitz got a pull, and that's why he was able to get a kill in the bot lane. That's what I get for not using directed camera. Looks like Morgana's got her level 3. He's going right into Vi's jungle once again. And yep, he's gonna find him, but I don't know how much Morgana's gonna be able to do early levels. Maybe, oh, he is able to call over Ahri, a fantastic flash charm by Ahri, so the Vi is gonna go down. So I guess successful invade. Little unusual invade, but it did work out. Looks like the bot lane for a flex is kind of scouting out the area here. Great flash by Pyroan there to avoid the blitz hook. Well done to him. Ooh, went another snare. So far, very good snare accuracy on Morgana here. Ooh, and he's lucky he dodged that. That would have killed him, I'm pretty sure. And both these scuttlers are still up. It's been a very chaotic game for junglers so far. And of course, Pyroan kind of tends to thrive in the chaos, so probably was his plan all along. One big advantage of a Morgana jungle, or really Morgana anywhere, her grub clear is exceptionally fast, probably the fastest in the game, I would say. So he can pretty much just go and do that whenever. Dragon spawning in 30 seconds here. Unfortunately, Ornn goes in, but he does miss the knockup just slightly, so Tristana's going to be able to force him to back off here. Tier, first item on Kai'Sa. That's interesting. People go on Manamune. First item on Kai'Sa again? I don't know. I feel like her build changes so often I can't keep track anymore. Because Kai'Sa, they let build any AD or AP item, basically. Ooh, nice hook by the Blitzcrank. Okay, so Insana is going to go down. And he kind of baited out the juke there and is able to get him out. And it looks like there's some fighting there in mid as well. It looks like they're going to back off and go their separate ways. And yeah, I mean, Tristana's whole mission in life is just farm and push these towers. And force this Ornn to stay with her in the top lane the entire game. Can confirm it's very effective, based on my experience playing against it. And then obviously Ornn wants to group with his team and be a big tanky frontline and ult, but if he can't, then he can't. And yeah, like I said, I mean, Morgana went over and did the Voidlings in probably like 10 seconds flat. Looks like they are going to be a gank up here in top lane. Little bit of an early flash by Tristana. Allows the Vi to get in, but Tristana still has ult. She was able to ult and get away anyway. That's why she's such a safe pick. And it looks like there's going to be a bit of a counter gank here by the Morgana, but I don't think anything's really going to happen here. Oh, you have to be careful. You know, Black Shield? Yes, nice Black Shield by Morgana here. I don't think he really has the damage to actually fight this, though. Yeah, if anything. Oh, Tristana is coming back. She does TP back to lane. So fantastic bait there by Browan to, because he obviously knew that Tristana was going to be TPing back with items. And was able to bait both of them in. order to get the quick turnaround with the Tristana ulti, or with Tristana jumping in. So well done to them. Yeah, I think, yeah, the bot lane for Flex has gotten a couple kills solo, but other than that, has been very early game favored for Team GGM. Pyro, interesting build. Large Rod on the first back. What is he cooking over there? I guess that is an advantage in Morgana jungle, is that because you have the jungle regen from the jungle item, you don't need to buy a mana item first. I'm very curious to see what he's going to build this into. I suspect Shadow Flame, but I guess I'll find out. And first dragon is still up. Neither team has really taken a chance to go for it yet. I suspect both teams will be trying to make a play for that soon. Looks like the Morgana is scouting it out. She is only level 5, though. I would like to see her get level 6 before she tries to make any plays here. She is very close. I think she was hoping to find a ward. Now, unfortunately, her sweeper ran out right before she spotted this ward, so she has no idea that she's been seen. And luckily for her, she does have Black Shield, but I think they're going to be able to wait it out and get the hook anyway. Ooh, fantastic flash by Perron in order to get out. They are kind of baiting into the bot lane here, but Flex definitely has the numbers, so I think they're going to be able to just do this dragon now. Although, GGM might not give it up without a fight. Although, Perron is pretty low, but he will heal a decent bit. Thanks to Morgana passive. 18% healing off of damage to large jungle monsters. So yeah, he's able to get a decent amount of health back and his ulti. But I think, yeah, Flex is going to be able to finish the dragon before they're able to get in range. So yes, but they may be able to get a fight out of it. They do land a hook on the Ahri. She's going to go down, and now they're going to be able to kind of just run. Ahri was trying to cut them off, which was smart, but then she got caught and died, which was less smart. I mean, it might have been unavoidable. I don't know. But yeah. So Pyron here is going to go ahead and try to steal their blue buff. Smart. Morgana jungle's clear is not quite as insane as it was back when it was meta, but it's still very, very good. And yeah, it looks like they're going to get into some cheese here, or try to attempt to some cheese when Kai'Sa comes back to lane. And Flex does not have any wards on this, so they have no idea that these two are here. So basically it's going to be a reaction check for Kai'Sa to see if she dodges. No, she does not. He was not looking. To be fair, I don't blame him for not expecting it. Kind of waste a cleanse there. Yeah, a little too slow to have any chance of getting away from that. So nice pick play there by GGM. Seeing an opportunity and taking it. And I think that was that a shutdown as well? No, not quite. Not quite. Okay. And then that'll give a chance for the GGM bot lane to get some plates here. It looks like there's some scrapping up here in the river there with Tristana and Vi. Tristana needs to be careful. The two of them can definitely kill her. But it looks like, yeah, I mean Tristana's doing her. Oh my god. Sorry, let me back up here. I was too busy blabbing about nonsense. Let's see what happens down here. Yeah, does Blitz get a nice just hook here through a minion? If he just runs past the minion, he's able to pull up the center. Yep, he needs to go ahead and go down, and then is Bran gonna go down as well? Yes! Yes, he is. Alright, another double kill for Kai'Sa. Okay. Let's take a look at the gold lead. It's about 800 gold lead for GGM. Looks like it's mostly on the Morgana jungle and Tristana, whereas they're pretty far in the bot lane, which I guess makes sense based on the kills and deaths and all that good stuff. Looks like the second set of grubs are up. Obviously, GGM's gonna try to move in and get these, and the Karma might be the one out here. Could have maybe gone for that, but would have been a bit aggressive. Yeah, now if they were going to go for that, they needed to go for it over here, not now. And yeah, now that gives time for Blitz to come help and for them to kind of collapse in top lane. So they're able to catch up to Tristana while this is happening. And now they're going to be able to collapse on the Ahri and the Morgana as well. I don't see any real way they get out of this. Yeah, the Morgana's going to go ahead and go down. She doesn't even have ulti, so yeah, she's going to go down. It's going to be a shutdown to the Karma. I think a little bit of a lack of map awareness here. By GGM, not realizing that Tristana was caught out and that they needed to leave immediately. And a little bit lack of decisiveness to try to catch off the Karma here. They end up paying for it, so they're not going to get their 6 grubs this game. Looks like the bottom for GGM is going to be able to get this full set of plates, though. Looks like Kai'Sa might be trying to go in 1v2. Ooh, the Brand go ahead and ult to get some kind of a lucky bounce there to go back to the Kai'Sa again. She's going to go ahead and go down. That is a shutdown to the Brand. So well done by Brand there, mechanically, to make sure that his ult bounced multiple times. Go ahead and now a second drag up here at about a minute. Tristana might be caught out here by the Vi, though she doesn't quite have ulti yet, but doesn't look like Vi has the follow-up, so she's going to go ahead and back off of that play. Yeah, and she didn't have rolled ulti either. Okay, I see. Ooh, Ahri's going to go for a pick on this, or try to go for this Karma, but the Karma's able to press her speed-up button and dodge the charm, and she's perfectly fine. Pyro's going to go ahead and reset here before Dragon. Yeah, this is definitely a Shadow Flame, right? Yes. Shadow Flame, first item on the Morgana jungle with Sork Shoes. I mean, this is definitely a high burst build. You want to get trying to get kills with this. I'm not sure about Shadow Flame on Morgana. You already do the most damage when enemies are low anyway. It's getting them low that's the hard part. Although I guess the Magic Pen helps with that. I mean, I'll trust his judgment. Pyro's a very, very good player, a very smart jungler. If he thinks he's good, probably has some merit to it, especially on Morgana jungle. On jungle in particular, because you're kind of having 100-0 people, so all that Magic Pen and AP probably makes sense. Looks like the Brand is going to be caught out here by the Blitz Hook, but he does go ahead and get his combo off before he goes down. Ooh, and unfortunately they're not able to finish him off, and then they're able to turn on the Kai'Sa and kill her. And Blitz is going to have to run away. Now, looks like there's going to be a gank here in the mid lane. They do able to catch out the Karma while I'm blabbing about the bot lane play. Vi does get in on the Morgana, does take her down. It's a bit of a 1-for-1 trade here, although Ahri might decide she'd like the 2-for-1. She's gonna have the cooldowns to take down this Vi. Not quite. Maybe if she played a little bit slower, she could have got that. But it would have been hard to say. Lots of kills so far for a beer league game. Been a lot of action. And it looks like GGM is going to be going to try to get in position on this dragon here. It's Infernal Dragon, the best one. I'm actually not sure if that's true, but it's the one people seem to think is the best. And they'll go ahead and get started on it. Dragon Morgana's objective clear or neutral objective clear is very, very good because of the puddle. And wow, the Kai'Sa just goes down. Kind of gets comboed there. They do kind of catch up the Senna, but she's able to flash away. But Morgana is going to go down. I think the Karma kind of got in there and did a bunch of damage. And they are going to go down. Here, hold on. Let me... Too busy blabbing about macro. Let me go ahead and see this play again. Alright. So let's see what exactly happens. So yeah, the Kai'Sa walks on a ward and she just gets one shot by Brand with the comment. Oh my goodness. But then Senna gets pulled in and she basically gets one for the jump chest to run. And Karma just lands so much damage and is able to take down both the Brand and the Morgana. Oh my god. Karma nerfs are live this patch. God bless. But they're obviously not live for this game, so abuse the OP Karma while you can. Ahri does go down. They are able to land the charm of the Karma, but I think the Karma's just going to say, oh, that's thank you for using your CC so now I can kill you. Yeah, I mean, Karma's deceptively tanky. And yeah, Tristana kind of TPs down the bot lane and kind of gets in on this team fight. Does able to take down the Blitzcrank. He's going to be able to take down the Karma as well. No, the Karma barely survives, and the Ornn also TPs down and is able to finish her off. And I think, yeah, I mean, the Karma just absolutely carried this whole play here. It just did so much damage and tanking. And yeah, it looks like maybe Flex will be able to get this dragon here, or Morgana is going to go to the pit. She does have ulti. And yeah, it looks like, yeah, she's going to be able to kind of scare him away from the pit long enough in order to finish off the dragon. And yeah, the ulti comes down as he is able to finish off the Vi together with the Brand. She's kind of running down this Kai'Sa, but she needs to be careful. She's not that tanky. Ooh, she does land a nice bind on the Kai'Sa. She's going to go down. And then the Ornn kind of gets caught out here too. He is also going to go down. Yeah, another double kill for the Morgana jungle. I mean, yeah, maybe I he's doing a lot of damage with the Shadow Flame, so maybe he knows what's up. Morgana does have very high AP ratios. I think it's like 90% on Q. Yeah, 80% on both paths of ulti. And then I think it's 17% per second on the W, so that's what, 90-something% total. So yeah, very high AP ratios and and pretty good base damage. So yeah, I guess the Magic Pen build makes sense if you can get away with it. Okay, fair enough. I always go Leandries when I play Morgana because I play it mid. But I think if you're not needing to wave clear, that's probably not as necessary. Yeah, well done to GGM to kind of turn that play. Well done on Pyroan to kind of get into the pit and zone him out and steal the dragon. And then get some kills to go with it. Yeah, 13-13 game. About 2,500 gold lead for GGM here. And Rift Herald is up. Ooh, the Ahri does get pulled, but then he gets followed up with the Black Shade, so able to follow up on it. Although Vi does come in here on the side, he does get hit by the charm, and he's going to go down. I mean, Pyroan's done a fantastic job so far this game landing binds. Like, he lands binds at a way higher clip than I ever have playing Morgana. Is he just that much better? Maybe. Maybe Flex isn't doing a great job dodging him. That's open to interpretation, I think. But that's okay. I feel like, yeah, Morgana binds are just really hard to hit on enemies that aren't already CC'd by something, right? It's not, the cast time is long, it's not that fast of a projectile. It is pretty big, but sometimes that works against it because it can hit minions and other champions that you're not intending to hit. Looks like they do kind of, sorry, let me back up here a little bit. Yeah, looks like they do just catch out the Senna here, trying to push out the wave. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and go down, although she's going to try to fight and take one with her, but nope. Goes down way too fast. This Brand is really fed now, and that's really scary. Because when Brand support is doing Brand carry level damage, that's really, really difficult to deal with. Because obviously he's the support, right? So he's going to be sitting in the back. And yeah, they go ahead and take Rift Herald. I guess I say support level, but I guess he's been taking most of the farm. So I guess maybe he's the carry this time around? He kind of looks like they might get a pick here. Karma does dodge the charm, well done by her, but I think, yeah, Morgana ult is going to go down on her. No, she is going to go down. Unfortunately, by dodging the R charm, it just kind of left her right in point-blank range of Morgana, which is not somewhere you want to be when her ulti is up. And yeah, Zanya's second item. Okay, he's just going for the heavy AP build with a little bit of rely on that Zanya's for survivability. Yeah, 345 AP at 20 minutes. That's very good. Go ahead and pause for just a second here. Do we actually have any viewers at the moment? I'm actually kind of curious. I didn't really announce to anybody that I was doing this. Yeah, see, I guess 2 people. Okay, I think one of them's me, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and switch over to the game here. Sorry, look at my YouTube tabs real quick. Okay, and we're back. It's a new MLB The Show baseball game just came out, so I'm really excited for that. That's what I'm going to be doing after I finish casting this game. But I know we had 3 more games that still need to be cast, and the patch is tonight, so kind of want to get them done while we still have the chance. So I figured, I've done a lot of casts. I can do one more, right? So there you go. And third dragon is coming up in about just under a minute. It is a wind dragon, so we're going to be looking at potential wins for this game, which is the best one, objectively. Like stat-wise, it's by far the best one. I'm pretty sure. I mean, just getting 20% move speed alone from getting it is already extremely valuable, but the extra move speed on top when you ulti is just huge, especially on certain champions like Morgana. Or Kaisa, like any champion that has like an in-combat ulti and close range, obviously gains a lot of value from it. Looks like Grand might be able to catch out the Vi here. I think I would have liked him to try to go for the Vi instead of the Scuttle Crab. Because obviously Vi could just spite the Scuttle Crab, right? Although, that's some very interesting position by Tristana. I think he's going to be saved by the Black Shield. He is, but the Morgana's going to get pulled instead. But pulling in a Morgana when she's fed might be a mistake. Yes, just go ahead and pop Bolt and kills him anyway. Ooh, Mantra Q over the wall does manage to snipe the Morgana, though. That's a fat shutdown for the Karma. Not who you want to give that to. I'm not sure if I like this Cosmic Drive second on Karma when you're this fed. I think I'd prefer to see something more damagey, but I guess we'll see. Yeah, Dragon is up now. Looks like they kind of basically traded 1-for-1 at the end of the day on that play. Although the jungler for GGM is one of the ones, so we'll see if Flex wants to try to move in on the position from Dragon here while Morgana is out of commission. Looks like they are indeed doing that. They're going to go ahead and have Karma teleport in the bot lane. Gonna show this wave. I would have maybe preferred a TP a little bit closer to the Dragon. But I guess this is fine. They're not in a huge hurry. So yeah. They're going to go ahead and get this for free, barring something unexpected here. Yeah, I think GGM's a little too far to try to actually get in on this. Well, actually, they are getting close. And Morgana's going to go ahead and go in. Not able to steal it, unfortunately, for them. She is kind of trapped in there. Yeah, it has to flash out. Looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication here. This side of GGM is going in while this side is running away. Looks like they are going to go in on the Ahri here, do a bunch of damage to her, but she is able to ult out. They do take down the Senna, and the Vi's going to go ahead and she's going to go ahead on the Morgana. Morgana, Sun does go out, but unfortunately it didn't have her ulti, so it didn't really get a whole lot of value out of it. Tristana now is just jumping around and kind of taking down people. Okay, let me back up a little bit. Whew. Okay, let's see exactly what happened here. So yeah, they kind of caught up the Karma here, and they're kind of just fighting on the side while the rest of GGM is trying to catch up. And yeah, they do catch out the Senna, and then they catch out the Morgana as well, but Tristana is here on the back, just getting jump resets, so while Flex is just kind of having to fight forward, killing who they can, but then the Tristana is caught on their heels with those repeated jumps over and over again. So yeah, in the end, is 4 kills. I think it was 2 kills for Flex and 4 for GGM, but obviously Flex did get the Dragon. It looks like they're going to push mid here. Tristana obviously very good at pushing towers. And yeah, Pat Jones, I mean, at the risk of sounding uncomplimentary, I think Pat Jones is probably one of the weaker players in Beer League this season. But they've done a fantastic job of finding ways to put him on picks that still allow him to have a lot of impact. Even if he's not necessarily the most skilled player in the league. And he executes them well. So, very well done to him. And well done to GGM to kind of put him in a position to succeed. Even while laning against opponents that are probably a good bit better than him. So well done to them. Well done to him. And obviously the Baron is up now. I think both teams have very fast Baron clear. Well, maybe not. Maybe not Flex. I think Kaisa's going for some kind of Man Immune AP hybrid build, which I don't like in the situation. I guess it is a very squishy GGM team, so it might make more sense. But kind of lacking a bit on the AD damage here because of this Kaisa build here. I'm gonna maybe would like to see him hit instead, but maybe it's a little too dangerous to be in auto rage for extended periods of time against this team. So I don't know. I think it's probably fine. It's definitely not as good of a barrier clear though as if he had gone like Rage Blade and stuff. GGM Baron clear is exceptional. Obviously, the Morgana pool and the brand and the double ADC. Empirical's been having a little bit of trouble. I think that's the second. I think that's the second time he's had to DC this game. Looks like the Kaisa kind of gets caught out here. And he does, and it looks like Brand's just puking out damage all over the entire enemy team. And they just have to run for the hills. They just can't afford to tank this. And unfortunately, for them, Tristana has jumpies to just keep following up every time someone goes down. Oh, nice pick there by GGM. They're at a very commanding spot so far this game. I find it very interesting. What is Pyroan building here with the Phoenix Codex and Kindle Gem? Is that built into Conflict Drive? It might. I don't know why you would build that on Morgana necessarily, but I find it interesting. Oh my god, and then Blitzcrank just DC for a little bit there, but I guess... Man, they've been having problems with DCs over there on Team Flex this game. Which I guess it's a bit easier to deal with in beer leagues. You can just pause. Sorry for yawning. It's not the game's boring, it's just that I just got up not that long ago. So and yeah, so far, I mean, this GGM comp is actually performing really, really solidly. I'm a little worried about them not really having anyone that I would consider a frontline, but they've just done so much damage to CC that it hasn't mattered, really. And yeah, the Cosmic Drive from Morgana. That's an interesting choice. I don't think it's bad, necessarily. I'm not sure how much... I guess, because you're constantly damaging people with pool and stuff, so I guess you'll get a lot of move speed. And, obviously, proccing your ulti will proc this as well. On top of the move speed she already gets by ulting, but... I guess that's a nice batch of stats in general, so I guess it's okay. Plus some ability haste too, 25 ability haste, because this build so far had none whatsoever. So I guess that's a lot of the value too, is the ability haste. Because that's the only 25 ability haste he has. And Morgana obviously benefits a lot from ability haste. You know, low CCs on her low cooldowns on her CD on her CCs. W has a flat cooldown reduction. Or less cooldown reduction on damaging, so get a lot more puddles down. They're going to go ahead and go for this dragon here. Looks like they're going to get it pretty easily. Yeah, I think they're far ahead that they can just kind of throw the radar out here. Ooh, almost got a catch on the Orn there. He has to flash. And yeah, that I guess one big advantage of AP Kaisa, yeah, you get that poke down. You just keep spamming those Ws. I mean, at some point you have to dodge them. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, he almost takes down the Tristana already. Guys, you have to dodge him. Oh my god. Oh, unfortunately, Pat Jones does go down there. Feeds a nice big shutdown to the Kaisa. It looks like the upgraded Ordinance are starting to come in here. First one goes to the Kaisa, which makes sense. I think they're going to need her to pop off really hard if they have the chance this game. It looks like Morgana kind of just basically two people here. She does get an ulti up here. Very nice ulti and a double stun into a snare on the Blitz, I believe it was. But yeah, it was basically just a bait. And the other brand comes over from the side and pukes out 10 billion damage, and they knock him out easily. Yeah, I mean, Pyro didn't even have to use his Zanyas there. He was very confident that he picked a good play, even though he walked into a bush with no vision. So, good game sense by him, I suppose. And yeah, I mean, the artillery Kaisa continues. She tries to go in. That was definitely a mistake. Should not have done that, I'm afraid. Got a little too thirsty for the brand, killing the brand, which I get. It's a huge shutdown. But he had backup. And that's going to go ahead and allow GGM to just go ahead and do Baron here, while Pat Jones understands the mission. He's either on team fight cleanup duty or on kill objective or on kill towers and inhibitors duty. That's his whole mission in life. So well done to him. Well done to GGM. And yeah, I mean, they're 10k gold lead for GGM now. This is just a really tough spot. And yeah, I mean, this Morgana's just basically never running even without a mana item. I guess in the jungle you can get away with that because you get more blue buffs early on. You get the regen from the jungle item. Yeah, I guess it makes sense. You don't need a mana item on or more jungle. Fair enough. And he decided to not go for the Leanders. I guess he just wanted to be more bursty, so he just went for the heavy AP build. No real neutral objectives up for a moment. Yeah, they need to start dodging these. There you go. Yeah, the Kai'Sa W goes on a way shorter cooldown if it lands. Yeah, by 75%. So it's basically up like every 2 seconds if you keep landing it. So you gotta dodge it in order to get the barrage to stop. And it's the second one that hits you that really gets you because it'll proc the passive as well, which does a lot of damage because she's AP. So. Hold on, let me take a look at this real quick, just to kind of put this in perspective. Deal an additional blah 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 per stack of magic damage. Interesting. Attacking an enemy with 4 stacks of dealing 38% missing health damage. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh my goodness, 38% missing health. Oh my, that's like Garanol levels of execute right there. Not true damage, obviously, but still very good. Morgana's a bit off on the side here. He is going to go ahead and catch up the orange. Is he going to be able to escape? Yes, he is. So nice little kind of flankaroonie by the Morgana there. Ooh. I mean, they do have the front line for Flex out of the way now, so they shouldn't be able to just push in here. They just need to be careful not to get blitz hooked. Ooh. Kind of a flash out of the way there by the Brand. Brand does have Zanya's now, which is smart. Blow your load, press Zanya's. There's a little bit of fighting here on the side. Yeah, I think, yeah, I mean, Tristana's just going hard. She is going to go down. Went a little too crazy there, but it does go down. Yeah, the Senna is just really big. She's going to auto from 1,000 miles away. She's going to get hooked and killed there. But we still got the Ahri and the Morgana to contend with here. Ooh, they are going to have to flee, though. Yeah, I think Ahri might have overstayed here. I'm not sure if she's going to be able to get out of this. No, she will not. Morgana's going to try to assist, but doesn't quite land the binding, unfortunately. Yeah, Ahri's going to go down, but Morgana is going to be able to walk away. 40 health to her name. The Blitz is going to go for her. Ooh, he is going to catch out the Blitz here, I think. Ooh, nice flash there, and he is going to go ahead and go down. Flash the hook, and then uses the ulti for the instant 770 damage to finish him off. Because Morgana's W, the damage goes up massively. Based on missing health, you want to kind of blow your burst on someone as fast as possible so that your W does as much as possible. More Morgana tips out there for the 3 people that play her. Dragon's up now. I assume that Morgana will just go down and solo it. And the Morgana's got 523 AP, so she can easily solo this in probably like 10 seconds or so. And yeah, it doesn't look super fast right now, but obviously because the W does more damage the lower it gets, this speeds up considerably, especially if she gets help. So yeah, I mean, look at that objective clear take. Once they showed up, that took, what, 2 seconds? Kind of just nukes that objective. And then Baron's up in a couple minutes. They got all 3 open inhibs here for Flex. The top one did respawn, so they don't have to worry about that for a while, but they are down their Nexus towers as well, so I mean, one more good fight by GGM and they should have the game. We'll see if they want to try to play it slow and play for the Baron, or if they just want to kind of ARAM it and try to end the game beforehand and not risk some type of Baron throw here. We'll see. It looks like it might be the latter. They might just go ahead and try to, I might like their odds, even without Baron. They're kind of just snipe around the jungle. They do catch a snare on the Blitz. He does a bunch of damage, but Morgana takes a lot of damage in return. Go ahead and pop Shirelia's on the Morgana. That's interesting. Okay, I can see it. He does have the Magi as well, obviously. You know, a lot of AP. Miss Morgana here. With some, I mean, I know a lot of champions have just started building, a lot of non-supports have just started building Shurelya's because it's a nice cheap item with a good active, with a pretty good stat profile for mages. And yeah, they do have to catch out the blitz here, and then another follow-up stare on the Ornn. He's going to go down as well. And yeah, ooh, and the snipe does go down on the Tristana here. Ooh, another nice hit on the Senna. And he's just kind of forcing them out with the poke. They need to dodge one. Oh, no! Nice big mantra Q by the Karma there. It follows up with the Kaisa. SW is able to take out a couple of GGM, and now they're going to get run down. Morgana's kind of having to kite away here. This Black Shield is going to run out, and I think at which point, yep, the Vi's going to go ahead and ulti, and it does get pop the Morgana Zanias, but that's not going to do really anything. So she's going to go ahead and go down. Probably should have saved that for when she respawns, because he's probably going to want it. Surrender vote for blue team. They got a little demoralized. Failed surrender vote by them. They got a little demoralized by that play. That or they're memeing, one or the other. Death Cap coming in for Kaisa. All those Ws are really going to hurt. About just under 800 AP for the Kaisa. Yeah, so 750 damage for the W. 63 Oh, okay, hold on. Am I reading that correctly? 63% missing health. Oh my god. 63%. What is the scaling on this? 15 plus 6% AP. He has 800 AP. So yeah, I guess that tracks. 63%. That is wild. And the stacks apply, the attacks apply plasma as well. Now, because the W applies 2 stacks of plasma, does that also apply the damage? The 141 plus 31 per stack? I assume it must, right? Maybe? Or maybe it's just for autos? I actually don't know. I'll have to figure that out from someone who actually plays Kaisa to tell me how that works mechanically. But, I mean, if that's how it works, I mean, that's over 1,000 damage per W before the passive, and then the passive hits 63% missing health. I mean, if you get hit by 2 Kaisa Ws in a row, you're basically dead. Interesting. Okay. Oh, no, and yeah, this is the Evolvers. This plays 3 stacks, so even better. Guys, okay. Now, that is... I guess that's why they play AP Kaisa. The damage scaling on the passive is just disgusting. I don't think there's maybe a little bit of AP scaling on the... Okay, if you could stop doing that. Hold on. Decent, pretty good amount on the ult. None really on the E. Tiny little bit on the Q. Okay. See, it's mostly just the W and passive here. Got it. Vi went ahead and get the Edge of Night. That's pretty smart. Very good Vi item in my experience. You can get past that first CC or off and home clear. Might be too behind for it to matter, but we'll see. I think I would have maybe liked to have seen a Gnasher's Tooth at some point in this build for Kaisa. Just so he does a bit more damage actually autoing. Take advantage of all that AP, but maybe she does plenty of damage without it and doesn't need it. I would have gotten this, I would have gotten this Evolve. Well, no, I wouldn't. Yeah. Alright, looks like GGM's going to go hard with this Baron while Tristana pushes bot. Tristana's not TP, but I think they're just too far behind to really contest this, especially if they don't have vision here. So yeah, they got the Baron. Tristana's pushing bot lane. Just kind of backing off here, waiting for the rest of GGM to get in the position here. Morgana's going for looks like she's going for a pick here. Kind of trying to poke off the spell shield. She should know that Morgana W does not poke off spell shields, annoyingly. They do. Ari does manage to pick up the Kaiser here, but she's going to go down for it. That's probably worth it, though. Then the Morganas go ahead and catch out the Blitzcrank here, pop the ulti for the damage. Yeah, the Vi's able to get on the Tristana, but Tristana just blows him away. So yeah, that's going to be GG. Well done. Well played by GGM. I think their comp was a little sus, I think, going in, but they played it really, really well. They just played for picks and bursts. Didn't need a front line. And yeah, it worked out for them. So well done to GGM in game 1. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch to draft for game 2. All right. Let me make sure I did that correctly. And let me sorry, let me switch the sides here. Flex. Okay. Go ahead and. Why does it say USA versus DGP? Did I click on the wrong link? Hold on. That's not correct. No, whoa. I'm clicking on way too many things. Where is it? Watch party. Flex versus GGM game 2. Let me try this. There we go. I must have clicked on the wrong link the first time. Okay. That, or I guess it said edited. Maybe someone changed it after I clicked on it the first time, but that's okay. Okay, so we got Flex here. Rumble brand greatest bands. I guess they really did not like the brand or the Morgana or the Ari last game, so they banned all three of them this time. Fair enough. Smolder, Gragas, Senna bands. I guess they didn't like the Senna. Also fair enough. Let's see here. And then Zack and Iron bands. Interesting. Go ahead and be Varus first pick. I assume that's going to be Zesty or You Can't Resist on Varus again, but we'll see. And then the Ashe, Leona, Balian coming in for GGM. Then Thresh, and then Ornn for Flex. Yep, and then interesting, Kayle lock-in. Is that for Pat Jones? Does Pat Jones play Kayle? I've never seen him play Kayle before, but Ornn is a pretty, in my experience, pretty safe lane for Kayle. I mean, it's a nice little, having a Kayle in top lane, so it's kind of a nice fallback plan in case the rest of the game doesn't go your way. So you can kind of play that to scale. And GGM, or sorry, with the Hui mid pick for Simino Mas. Does he play Hui? I guess he does this game. Okay. And then the Karma comes in. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just take that from him. They left Karma open and they made it this late in the draft. It's very interesting. And then a Mumu jungle for Flex. And then last pick Jarvan for Pyroan. It's a bit unusual for him. Pyroan tends to prefer more carry junglers. I guess Jarvan can be a carry jungler if you build more damagey, but most people tend to kind of build kind of bruisery and kind of engage with their team. But maybe we'll see something spicy in terms of the build from him. Let me go ahead and load the game here. Oh, interesting. Sorry, we'll go ahead and see what I'm commenting on in just a second here. Let me go ahead and pause, sorry. Pause, damn you. There we go. Okay. So we got the scoreboard sorted out, so let me go ahead and switch the scene here. Okay, so looks like we got a bit of a role swap here. Looks like it's going to be Pyro in the mid lane piloting the Hui, and Simino Mas going into the jungle on the Jarvan. That's interesting. I guess I was playing the Switch. This is the first time I've ever seen Pyro in not jungle. Maybe they wanted to try something for fun since it's the final. I guess it's not the final game of the regular season for them, isn't it? Because this was last week. So I don't know. Maybe they just like the matchups. I really don't know. So they are kind of go for an invade here. Varus should have flashed already. He's going to go ahead and get stunned here by the Leona. And he's going to go ahead and go down. Yeah. He kind of needs to get a lot more distance from that a lot sooner. Fat Mantra Q there by the Karma, but, you know, not a lot of does at that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, GGM really switching things up for Game 2, which I guess makes sense. They got a lot of their champs banned that they played last game in this game. But I did not expect a role swap. So this should be very interesting. And good on Reese to realize how caught he was and not waste his sums. Dying level 1 sucks, but blowing your sums and still dying level 1 is even worse. Looks like both junglers are going to start bot side. Nice Mantra Q there. I'm going to go ahead and let Director Camera take the wheel for a while. Early games, I miss all the kills if I don't. Excuse me. What skin is that for Ashe? Am I able to see that? I don't know what skin that is. It looks nice. Okay. Ooh. And yeah, the Thresh is able to get good position early because of the guy in level 2 first, and the Ashe does have to flash in order to not get hooked there. But not the best halving by Ashe. That kind of left him in a bad position there. But, you know, he flashes, so as long as he doesn't need to flash again in the next 5 minutes, it's all good. Looks like going for a gank here on the mid lane on the Karma. Jarvan's able to sneak in unseen. Ooh, nice little chain CC combo there by the Jarvan in the play, but not quite enough for a tick on the Karma. Might have been a... Ooh, yeah, see? That's what I get for blabbing. All right, they're fighting mid lane. We already know how that goes out. Let's back up a little bit here. And the Ashe does get hooked here. Yeah, and the Ashe does go down. The Varus is able to kind of cleanse there, but Leona flashes and takes him down. No, I got left support right here. I'm pretty sure Thresh will win this, but Leona's obviously just going to try to run away here before he dies. Although Thresh does have hook, but unfortunately not quite able to land it. I don't think it would have mattered anyway. I think Leona's just too much help. Kind of puddle pot running. So yeah, nice gank in mid lane. Get Karma's flash. Yeah, I think they just didn't quite have the damage to get the kill. And yeah, it's just going to be a lot of farming in top lane, I assume. Pyroan here's playing a little bit aggressive. There is a gank coming in here for a little too fast. The play has to flash, but he is going to go ahead and go down. Very sneaky level 2 ADC gank. I guess he had some time to kill on his way back to lane, so he decided, heck with it, I'll gank mid. It worked. Yeah, see? Reese with some BM in the chat there. Or some banter, I suppose. Kind of memeing the fact how weird a level 2 ADC gang mid is. Looks like both junglers are kind of hovering here top. I don't think either one of them sees each other. They might have seen the Amumu before. Yeah, he doesn't know the Amumu was here. So, yeah, but he does kind of get caught out here by the Amumu Q, but he's going to be able to just EQ out and be fine. It looks like Hui might be trying to rotate up to this play. He is going to get seen by this plant here. And yeah, the Jarvan is going to get caught out here, but the Hui is coming. They're going to be able to pinch on this Amumu here. Yep, Amumu's going to go ahead and go down. And the Ornn, I'm afraid, is going to go down as well. So yeah, well done to GGM. Hui using his tempo in lane to be able to get a roam up top. And Flex not really aware enough of that was happening in order to get away. There are going to be an engage here in the bot lane, though. And Ashe is going to go down. Well done by the Thresh and the Varus here on Team Flex. And Leona goes in here, but it's kind of futile. She's going to go down as well. So double kill for the Varus. And it looks like we are going to see a on-hit Varus today. That is lethal tempo, so that's usually a pretty good giveaway. Looks like Pat Jones is trying to shove this in order to back. But yeah, he is going to be able to get it off. Jarvan is going to go ahead and go for these grubs here. I'm not sure if he can do this. Jarvan does not have great grub clear. He might need Hway's help here. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and Hway's going to go ahead and move on up. Now Hway has fantastic grub clear, so he's going to go ahead and just AoE these. Yep. And he puts down the Q, or WE, which does nothing, or the WW, or no, EW. EW? Yes, EW, which does nothing against grubs. So Pyron might have cast by accident. He might still be learning the ins and outs of the champion. I mean, I still am, clearly. I can't remember which spell is which while casting. Flex is able to go ahead and, while this is happening, and move in position on this drag. It looks like they're going to get it. Now, unfortunately, they're not quite able to contest. The jungler for GGM is not anywhere nearby, so they're going to have to give that up. Basically, trade it for grubs. That tends to be how a lot of games go. You trade first dragon for first grubs. I'm not 100% sure which is really better. I lean towards dragon, but grubs obviously is a very highly variable value, I think, based on whether or not you can actually have time to hit towers, and whether or not you get that second batch as well. Looks like a gank's going to be coming in here for the Amumu. I'm not. I think this pink ward probably saw him. Yeah, it looks like they're backing off. Either saw him or they suspect that he's coming. They're going to clear this ward, and they are going to go in here. They do have the Jarvan here as backup, but yeah, I'm not sure they want that fight even with the Jarvan there. Looks like a Noon Quiver first back for Kale. Looks like she's going to go Kraken Slayer first. Interesting. Not sure if I would agree with that against an Orin, but I guess we'll see. A nice little engage there by the Thresh. The Ashe is getting CC here. She's going to go down. Unfortunately, I think Varus is going to go down as well. He's kiting out. He's trying his best. I think, is Leona going to be able to finish him off, though? He does have the E, yes, so he is going to be able to finish him off. And the Jarvan is here to come over here and try to help as well, but doesn't quite in time to get the assist. And the Hui is roaming down here. He does have Prio at the moment, while Karma was backing. Looking like they might be looking for a play here. Ooh, just on the EW. Nice able to get a little snare there. And the Vision, they are going to go ahead and pop the ulti on the Amumu. Yeah, the follow-up isn't there. He definitely did not need to flash that. But I don't blame him for being scared, but it's not quite that much damage yet. So you would have been A-okay, my friend. Looks like Karma is kind of closing in here on the side, though. Looks like they're going to go ahead and collapse on this Karma. But the bot lane for Flex is going to go ahead and collapse on them. That is going to take down the... It is going to take them away, yes. But that does buy enough time for the Jarvan to go ahead and get the heck out of dodge. And yeah, I think so far Pyroan's kind of suffering from a little bit from what I call Hui syndrome, from my experience playing him, where because Hui is so versatile and has so much potential things he can do in his kit, you kind of want to just throw yourself into positions to fight as much as possible. And sometimes it gets you caught out. And out of a little fight back and forth there between the ADCs, but it looks like Thresh was able to come in just in time to save the Varus, and so he comes out on top. And it looks like it's going to be another gank on the Karma here. He does not have the flash this time, so they blew it from the ulti. Lands the fear on the Karma. They're going to be able to run him down. Ooh, the Amumu is here. I like the Amumu ulti. That goes enough time for the Karma to get her Q down, take the Jarvan down. Pyroan flashes forward. It does land the Q on the Karma, takes her down. Tries to go for the fear for the Amumu, but it looks like it hits a minion instead, so unfortunately moves is able to take him down. So a fantastic counter gank by Boozle there for Team Flex. Well done to him. And yeah, not particularly great farm across the board. There's been a lot of fighting so far during this game. But yeah, so far CS is pretty low. I expect that to kind of accelerate a bit as the game goes on. But yeah, I mean, both ADCs not even average less than 50 farm, so that's tough. Looks like they are going to go ahead and move in here, try to get these six crabs here. Amumu is luring one away from the pit. He does have Kale here over the wall, though I don't know how much help he's going to be from this position. The Hui is moving in. Mumu is able to yoink one, so there's no 6 grubs for GGM, but 5 is still pretty good, assuming this one doesn't also get stolen. Looks like Karma's kind of going in on the Hui here, but Jarvan says, no, that's my mid laner. Mumu does here kind of catch up to Kale on the back. They're kind of going in hard. The Kale ulti does come in and saves her, but she is going to go ahead and go down. But I think Hui and Jarvan are going to be able to clean this up, although Karma's going to do her damage, do a bunch of damage as she can. And and she is able to take down the Ornn and dodges the Hui fear. So now I think she's going to be able to run him down. Yes, she will. Yeah, triple kill there for Karma. I mean, man, I don't know. I think GGM was crazy for letting this crap through a second game in a row. Like it was crazy to let it through the first game, but letting them pick this twice in a row, you got to ban this. Surely you don't have 5 bans that are more important than keeping this nonsense out of your game, right? So we'll see if it comes back to bite him. Flex does have a pretty sizable lead right now, about 6 kills, about 3,000 gold, and a dragon. The dragon is up as well. They're going to go ahead and move in position for it. GGM does see it. I don't know if they can really get into position to contest this. Looks like the Karma is kind of zoning the Hui a little bit in the mid lane. And yeah, they're just going to go ahead and concede this. They can't really get in position to contest this properly. You know, good rotation there by Flex. Yeah, this Ash has had a really rough game. 1-5 already. 1-4 for the play. Yeah, I mean the two carry lanes have been struggling for GGM so far this game. We'll see if they can rally. No real objectives up for a little bit here. Looks like they're trying to sneak in the Jarvan here, but this bush is warded. Are they going to notice that this bush, the ward is being cleared? Did that say plus 30 for both of them? Did they both get 30 gold? There's no way, right? Okay, I assume that's a spectator bug. So yeah, the Thresh is going to move in. They have no idea the Jarvan's here. They should be going right now. I don't know what they're waiting for. They do kind of catch up the Varus a little bit here. The Jarvan does go in on him, but he is kind of taking some power shots here. They do manage to get the shutdown on the Varus here. That's a nice shutdown to Ash, but okay, hold on. Let me back up here. I'm too busy blabbing out words. Let me back up. Yeah, they do catch out here while there's kind of some fighting going here in the back. Both the mid and jungler for Flex are kind of coming in here, trying to collapse on this play. Looks like they're going to be able to as well. Thresh gets a nice hook. And yeah, ooh, kind of misses the Mantra Cube, but a nice ulti, 3-man ulti by Amumu there. They are going to not be able to get Thresh, so they're going to be able to clean them all up. So well done to Flex. Ooh, although the Hui is able to come down and get the long-range artillery shot on the Thresh to get him down, so at least he got something back. But yeah, I mean, this Karma is huge. I mean, Malignant's 10-stack Darksteel already. 1.5k gold lead on the mid lane. That's tough. That is tough. So far, this mid lane Pyroan pick has not gone super well in terms of at least in terms of generating gold lead. So it looks like a bit of a fight there, but he is gonna go ahead and go down. I think Varus was just tanking too many minions. Going down there. So well played to Pyroan right as I'm flaming him. Go figure. He does still have no boots, which I find very interesting. I know that, actually, Pyroan has Dark Harvest on, sorry, oh my god, I'll talk about that in just a second once I this play. They do kind of catch out the Karma here, although the Karma is kind of catching out the Ashe in return. Not quite able to do enough damage to take it down, unfortunately. So that's another big shutdown for the Ashe. Wow. Oh, I guess it's the same one. So, okay, because replay doesn't like it when I do that. Or the chat block doesn't like when I go back. I'm sorry, I was just saying that Dark Harvest on the Hui is interesting. I don't think it's terrible. It's definitely not what you typically see on Hui. And yeah, usually when you don't pick the free boot rune, it's because you're going to buy boots. But I guess he just neglected it until now. He does have the sword shoes now, though, so should help keep him out of trouble. Next dragon's coming up in a couple of minutes. Rift Herald is up right now. Decent CS lead in basically every role so far for Flex. Translates to about a 2k gold lead for them. Plus the 2 dragons, obviously. So far, a very good bounce back game by Flex. They kind of got shellacked a fair bit in game 1, but so far, they've been doing a great job retaliating. Well, they are kind of getting a flankaroonie with the Hui on this bot lane. Looks like they are going to be able to get away, although the Ashe ult does land on the actually an ults do end on the Varus, so he is able to get fresh and be fine. The Ornn does kind of keep into help, but if anything, he just gets kind of baited, so he's going to go down instead. And yeah, they are got the Karma coming in. They're going to start getting GGM, they're going to get run down, and run down they shall. Leona and Ashe going down. Are they going to be able to go get this play as well? Yes, they are. That's going to be another 3 kills for Flex off the back of this incredibly OP Karma that I can't believe they let get drafted twice. But I already said that. I won't harp on it anymore. Simino Mas does see all of this happening and realizes this is his chance to try to take the Rift Herald while his team is busy heroically giving their lives. Oh yeah, and the level 11 has been reached for the Kale here. It does have the Kraken. I think Kraken is a little bit better on Kale as a rush item than it used to be, because the base damage is higher, but it doesn't scale with AP anymore. So it's definitely not as good late game. So generally, Chaos will build this first for the pig power spike at the beginning, and then late, once they get the full build, they'll sell this for another AP item. That is typically what they do. So we'll see if that's what happens. Dragon's coming up about 15 seconds here. They do have a bit of a catch out on the Leona here, but she is very tanky, so she's going to go ahead and walk out. She does have a bit of a cover from the Hui. Yeah, Flux going ahead and move position on this dragon here, because it should be a nice, easy third dragon for them. Although it looks like GGM has decided they don't want to give this up without a fight, although they may not have a choice. Yeah, the Thresh comes out and puts up the box early to kind of zone here. And the Dragon tries to see if he can get maybe for a steal, but he's just a little too late. They are going to go ahead and... Ooh, okay. Maybe back up again for like the 5th time this game. So yeah, they do get the Dragon here, obviously. And then I think GGM... yeah, the Leona goes in here to kind of overstays. Ooh, and then the Omumu does land the ulti on the Ashe. She just gets absolutely obliterated. Her and Hui both basically just get one shot. Yeah, I mean, that Omumu plus Karma AoE damage, plus some Varus on top of it. Yeah, those two carries for GGM just exploded basically immediately once that Omumu was in there. It looks like he's going to go for the Liandry's second on the Amumu for even more big damage. So they're trying to get a gank off on this Kayle here. Will they be able to catch up to her, though? Maybe Amumu can... No, it looks like they're going to go ahead and let her go. Okay. Looks like GGM's going to be trying to do a counter-engage here. They are going to kind of catch out the Varus. And the Varus he does have cleanse, but he does it a little late, so he's going to go ahead and go down. They are able to take him down, and then Hui and Kayle from the side, or Hui and are going to be able to take the Karma as well. Big shutdown. Or not a big shutdown, just a shutdown for the Kayle and for the Leona here. I think if GGM's going to win this game, I think this Kayle needs to get big. She's going to need to start popping off in this game. That's part of why you pick it, so you have the late game scaling insurance policy of the Kayle. That's why I like it personally, so that even if your bot lane feeds, which they like to do, you might be able to carry him anyway, because Kayle's late game is just that good. I'd like to go ahead and see Kayle rotate into this bot lane rather than Ashe. And catch this big wave coming in and then kind of side lane still. I think still the play for Kayle's is just kind of side lane and focus, prioritize farm until level 16. Unless you absolutely need to show up for something. Looks like he's going Bork second. That's an interesting choice. I don't think I agree with that. I think you should, if you're going to go on hit, Kayle, you should go... One, you should go Rage Blade and then Bork, and two, you should go Lethal Tempo. And again, they love making plays while I'm babbling about builds. So let me go ahead and back up here. Looks like they are going to catch up the Ashe here, yeah. Nice flash hook by Thresh here. Yeah, the Ashe is going to go down. And then the Karma manages to solo kill the Hui down in bot lane as well. And Leona desperately tries to peel for ADC, but I think she's going to go down as well. Yes, she is. No, the Kayle is going to come in at the last second to save the Leona. She is still going to go down to the Varus arrow, though. That is going to buy enough time for the Jarvan to come in and try to help in. The Kayle's going to go ahead and run. We're going to run down this Thresh, but this Karma's coming from the side. She's going to be... Oh, nice hook by Thresh. A lot of damage coming from the Karma. Oh, Mumu ulti is going to take on the Jarvan as well, and Kayle's big. She's just autoing to try to take down this Karma, but she gets stunned by the Amumu bandage toss and isn't able to finish her off. Whew. Lots of kills in these fights. 46 kills so far at 20 minutes. This looks more like a solo queue game than a beer league game. Oh my. Flex about 4,500 gold up. They are at Soul Point, which will be coming up in just over a minute and a half. Baron is up as well. They might look to try to trade here. Looks like they are going to catch out the Varus there as well. Also shut down for the Hui. Nice job for GGM there, getting a nice pick. The Karma does TP in, but it's a little late for this play. Ooh. Ooh, and another great hook by the Thresh. He pulls in both the Leona and the Hui, but the Jarvan is here to kind of counter-gank. And the Hui is able to flash the Amumu Q, but they need to be careful. Amumu got another Q. They need to not get hit by this. They're both going to get wiped. Ooh, they are dodging, but unfortunately the Ornn ulti is going to come in. I think the Ornn needed to go for these guys at the Kayle. Yeah, I think a bit of a misplay there by Amen movement on the Ornn. Definitely should have gone for these two carries on this practical side here. It looks like there's going to be a bit of a counter engage here for GGM. But they're both the carries are very low, so they need to be very careful here. Oh, another hook on the Hui, but they're not quite able to follow up on it. So this is a very hazardous play, which I guess fits the game. There's been so many kills. It looks like the Karma is going to be able to catch up the Kayle here. The Kayle is going to barely survive. She can't believe she held her ulti on that one. Either discipline or just not realizing she should have cast it. Either way, it seems like it was the right choice. The Karma does go down. Yeah, looks like a nice flank play here by the Jarvan. They are able to catch up this this Varus. One upside of the Jarvan pick is that you can't cleanse that. Can't cleanse Jarvan EQ. You can't cleanse Jarvan ulti. So that kind of mitigates some of the usefulness of this cleanse summoner for Varus. It looks like GGM might be able to parlay this dragon here into securing their first drag of the game. Keep them getting dragon. So it looks like they might just concede here. Yeah, they have no vision on this drag. Could have maybe tried for a steal, but it would have been a tough play and a risky play considering the Baron is up. So they just smartly decided to concede it. So you'll try it again on the next one. No need to risk throwing the whole game over early Dragon Soul. But yeah, very nice turnaround by GGM. They were getting picks, and then getting that dragon kind of buys them another 5 minutes until they have to worry about defending it again. So well done to them. The Kayle's level 13, bit behind schedule in terms of EXP for Kayle, which is I'm not surprised by. I don't know how much Pat Jones plays Kayle. He does have a legendary skin, but normally on Kayle you want to be pretty close to level 15 by now. At this point in the game, but it hasn't been a very action-packed game, which tends to slow that down. He hasn't had much time to kind of just AFK farm side lanes like you want to. Looks like the Ornn might be kind of caught out here, but he is going to go ahead and get lanterned out, so he'll be all right. Oh, the arrow does come in on the Thresh. They can go ahead and engage on him. Yes, they will, although the Amumu lands in the backline. He is able to get a nice ulti on the way, but it looks like he's going to be able to kite him out. Okay, hold on. Oh, my God. These fights, not only are these fights just happening so often, but they're so split as well. So let's go ahead and see what happened here. So they go in on the Freshman. Jarvan goes in on the Varus. And then Ashe flashes in to try to help, and he does take down the Varus. But then she has no flash left, so she's kind of just stranded here. The Leona's trying her damnedest to peel here. Mikhail's coming in on the side to help. She does still have ulti. And Hui is able to cut out the Amumu, but not long enough. He's probably finally go down. And the Kale's kind of running down, but he is taking a ton of damage with the Karma. That is the big weakness of Kayle, is weakness to poke. Kind of a preemptive ult there by the Kayle there. But yeah, I mean, they just kind of forgot about the Amumu. He was able to just come in from the back and give him the old pincer play. But yeah, I think a bit of an overstay here by GGM and losing track of where the Amumu was. It was a pretty good play for them up to that point, but yeah, then they got wiped. So I don't think Flux is able to really turn that into a Baron though. They're just a little too low for that. So at least they still have that going for them. Nice smite secure there by the Jarvan. He is still gonna have. He's still gonna have Baron up in time for this Baron play in case they try something. Okay. Death Cap coming in for the Karma. She's gonna hurt a lot. 545 AP. Oh my God! I mean, look at that Mantra Q damage. Deals an additional 650 plus 324 plus another 450 if they stay in the circle, plus Malignance damage. I mean, yeah, it's a lot of damage. Looks like GGM's trying to kind of get in position here, but they're kind of a little haphazardly split. Kayle is in the bot lane. She does have TP. If she can TP in, she's going in TP in right now. Looks like they're kind of trying to catch up this Ornn. Kind of maybe a little preliminary TP by the Kayle here. And yeah, she does. They see it, and she does have to. He is forced to flash out of the pit. And yeah, I mean, the rest of the GM's kind of caught out here. They do catch finally catch the Orm while this is happening, but the rest of GGM is moving in. They are kind of getting kited a bit, though, and Michaela's kind of able to come in here on the side. Yeah, Moon was trying to get in, but unfortunately he's missed both of his banish tosses, so they're able to kind of counter-engage for GGM. Are able to take down the Varus, but the Amumu not quite able to take down the Ash in return. So yeah, well played so far by GGM. The Jarvan ulti on Archaea ulti on the Jarvan, that's always a fantastic ult target in my experience. Probably not quite as valuable in this game because it's going AP or AD KL, which doesn't scale the ult quite as hard. But very, very fantastic fight by GGM there. Ended up being a 5-0 from a not that great of a position, to be honest. So well done to them. And they are going to go ahead and get this Baron here. They do take the gold lead now. They are up by about 2,000. The Dragon does come from in a minute. So, is this going to be a wit's end for Kale here? I don't think he doesn't have quite enough damage for it. He's interesting. He's building on hit items without the Rage Blade. Not something I would personally recommend, although I guess maybe he values the extra utility from these other items more than he values the damage from Rage Blade. I guess that makes sense. It looks like they are going to try to move into position on this Dragon once again. The Kale is level 15 now, about half of the level 16, almost to the Promised Land. The Ornn is TPing bot. They do see it. They're going to get a nice little bit of chunk there. On the Ornn. This Amumu needs to be careful. He does not have flash. Yeah, okay, the Fresh is able to lantern out. Good job by Zesty Queso being aware. Save his teammate. Ashe, coming out, just barely misses him. Worth 3 points if you play football. But yeah, it looks like they're both jockeying really hard for this Dragon for obvious reasons, but I think GGM is in a better position right now, although obviously Flex has really good engage, but needs to be careful. GGM does go ahead and take the Dragon, but the fight is on. Amumu is not quite able to get onto the backline, so he's going to go ahead and go down. And then it looks like GGM is going to, now that Amumu's out of the way, they're just going to run down the rest of Flex here. And that's going to be another 4 for 1. 4 for 1 for GGM. Wow. I mean, Flex was in just really good position most of this game for the past few minutes, past 4 or 5 minutes. Past 4 or 5 minutes, the GGM has responded in a big way. Kale is a level 16 now, so everyone is on notice. Justice will be dispensed. And yeah, it looks like they're going to be able to. They did indeed get the Dragon. They're going to be able to push down this mid, get this inhibitor. I don't think they can quite end yet. Yeah, a lot of gold in their pocket from the Baron and then the pipes afterwards. It looks like they're going to go ahead and pillage Flex's jungle on the way out. Obviously, that's a lot more value than it used to because the buff and now gets shared with everybody. So not only do you give a buff to your whole team, but you deny it to the whole enemy team as well. So later on in the game, past 20 minutes, steal those buffs in the enemy jungle if you can. And then is it going to be the Wit's End coming out from Kale? He does have a bit of gold left. What is he going to spend it on? Let's see. They're going for another double recurve. So now he's going for the Rage Blade. Or no, maybe he's going for the Terminus instead. Yeah, because Terminus is the double recurve bow build, right? Interesting. He's doing on-hit KO without Rage Blade. All right. And maybe he thinks his damage is good enough without it. Don't know if I agree with that assessment, but I guess we'll see. I mean, so far it seems to be working okay, so cool by to criticize. I don't normally play on-hit kill myself anyway. I prefer AP, but so yeah. GGM in a very commanding position at the moment. They got a 6k gold lead. Their Baron has run out, but they are kind of pushing down this bot lane here. Ooh, nice attempted sphere by the way there, but unfortunately it does miss just a little bit. Ooh, they are kind of flanking with Jarvan and Leona, though. They are going to go in here on Thresh. He is pretty tanky, though, because of the Aftershock. So they're going ahead and abandon that engage. It looks like they kind of get a bit of a, oh my goodness, kind of a lot of CC and going back and forth. Nice 3-man ulti for Amumu, and the Ashe is going to go down. Unfortunately, it looks like Ashe going to DC in the middle of the play. I think he was going to die anyway. The Flash Mantra Q by Karma is going to bring down the way. The Jarvan's gonna go in on the Varus here. I don't think he has the damage to do this. Yes, he does with the help of Leona. Okay, never mind. They do know how to take down Leona though, and Karma and Thresh should be able to take down this Jarvan here. There you go. And Kale is just pushing her lane all the time, all the while. Go find new computer. That's funny. Did the computer crash? ADC DC to start fight. Oh, I see. That's really unfortunate for GGM there. I'm kind of surprised that Pat Jones didn't TP in on Kale on that play, considering it's late game, but maybe there just wasn't a good place to TP. Yeah, I'm not really seeing maybe this ward, if that wasn't there at the time, though. I don't know. Maybe they thought they would win anyway. Maybe decided it wasn't worth it. Who knows? Top laners and the many reasons they don't TP. I'm familiar with them myself. Usually it's to get this tier 2 tower because that's worth 700 gold. I consider that more valuable than helping my team win a team fight a lot of the time. And yeah, the Terminus indeed for the Kale. This is smart. You definitely need this if you're going to play on hit Kale. So you want that magic and armor penetration so that your on-hit items don't fall off too hard. And he's going recurve bow again, so it looks like it's going to be a Rage Blade final item. I'm really questioning not going lethal tempo now, though, because now he's going to hit the attack speed cap. And he's going to have a decent amount of wasted attack speed there because he went Fleet Footwork. I know Fleet Footwork is nice to have on Kale. A little bit nice in lane, a little bit extra kiting, but I think he could have gotten away with lethal tempo against the Ornn and it would have made this build a lot scarier, I think. Especially in this late game scenario. But that's just my personal belief on the subject. Dragon is about to come up again. I suppose Flex does still have a chance that they manage to somehow get this soul. But it's going to be a tough sell, although Hui is kind of pretty far out of the way at the moment. But I guess so is Karma. They kind of got the Kale flank on the bottom here. They do not see her. And right now, Flex has pretty good position on this Dragon, and they're kind of just... Is GGM just giving this up? They really shouldn't be. This is Dragon Soul. I feel like you should be fighting for this. Yeah, it looks like they're going to go in, but the Mumu does secure it, so that is going to be Chemtech Soul for Team Flex. The Mumu does go in, but he's going to get cut. He does flash. He gets a fantastic 3-man ulti. But the counter engaged by... even with the 3-man ulti, I think the counter engaged by GGM is just too much. I think they've scaled just too hard. Now, let me go ahead and back it up and see exactly what happened. I was too focused on the Mumu here. Let's go ahead and see. So yeah, the Jarvan kind of gets in here, but he's a little late. He has to flash out, so yeah. And then the Leona goes in, is able to absorb a lot of the burst. And yeah, the Kale's just able to get in there and just start autoing away. Well, I think we've ulted the Jarvan to kind of try to keep the engage alive. And yeah, I think the Kale's just too big. The Hui and the Ashe are just too big. It was a pretty good ulti by Amumu, but it's not quite enough. And yeah, double TP is going to come in for GGM, and that's going to be it. Yeah, well done to GGM. 2-0 series for them. Very decisive game 1 for them, and then game 2. They were pretty far behind. Flex was really in control. Got up to 3 dragons to 0 with a sizable gold lead, but then GGM made some plays, stalled the Dragon Soul, got enough time for the Kale to scale, and they managed to take it back. So well done to them. Excellent, or good series by GGM. A bit of a tough series by Flex. I think they're both in the playoffs either way, no matter what happens. So I think, I'm not sure if they're too fussed about this series. Let me go ahead and actually see. I'm actually curious where they are in the standings here. I probably should look at this before, but yeah, Flex is at 9 points after that, and GGM is at, wow, GGM's in first place. Okay, so yeah, they're both pretty safely secured in playoffs no matter what, but there is some seeding jockeying to go on. I believe they have one more game this week, question mark? Let me look at the schedule here. Yeah, Flex plays on Thursday, and GGM played last. I think they just did this cast, I believe, right? KOM versus IQ. I think somebody said they did that. KOM versus IQ. I'm not sure. Let me look at the Beer League channel, see if somebody did that already. Let's see. Here we go. SDSD versus SCO. This is not. So this was actual SCO. So he did change the title, but he changed the title of the wrong one. Okay, I'll have to tell him about that in just a second here. So yeah, this looks like GGM versus KOM here. So I don't know what happened, but I believe Blue Metal casted this. I will have to watch that a bit later. But that's it for me. So well done series to GGM. Good 2-0 for them. And thank you for watching for anyone who's here. And to anyone who's watching the VOD later on. And I'll see you guys next time.